make it easier to fly.
Tonight, the 30,000 people of Eastern Airlines take you to Broadway. From the Shubert Theater in New York City, under the authorization of the American Theater Wing, the League of New York Theaters presents the 22nd Annual Tony Awards for Excellence in the Broadway Theater.
Throughout the program tonight, Angela and I will be privileged to present several special Tony Awards, which have been selected and authorized by the Executive Committee of the Board of Governors of the League of New York Theaters of. There is a lovely actress who was born in Europe, became a star in her first Broadway performance as Gigi, received a Tony for her second appearance in Ondine, and has probably done more than any other person to bring to millions of people all over the world the spirit and experience of Broadway by extending through motion pictures their creative force generated here in New York. She brought Lillian Hellman's theater classic, The Children's Hour, to the screen. She was a sparkling Sabrina Fair, a lovely fair lady, and she has just felt her way through Wait Until Dark. Our first special award goes to our roving ambassadress, Miss Audrey Hepburn.
I'm deeply honored by this award. It means a great deal to me because I have learned just how very important this relatively small piece of real estate is, this Broadway of ours. It is both a source and a goal. The plays and musicals which start here travel all over the world, and other countries are anxious to send the best of their theater and actors to Broadway. Therefore, Broadway has an enormous responsibility to the theater everywhere, and consequently is forced to be highly selective and demanding, and must constantly strive to find, create, and give only the best. But every so often, there is the exception to the rule, and Broadway, like all old-timers, decides just to be very generous and warm and affectionate, as it was some years ago when it smiled on a rather thin young actress with a rather thin young talent. There are many who are more deserving of this award, but I doubt there are any who are more aware of what it means, and I know there is none more grateful.
And now again, Audrey Hepburn.
I asked if I might be allowed to present the next award because the first play I ever did in New York was Gigi. They later made it into a lovely musical motion picture, and in it was one of the greatest performers of all time, Maurice Chevalier. Maurice, you must hear and be warmed by the special affection that audiences feel towards you. Not just here on Broadway, where you have appeared many times, but all over the world. There is no continent on this planet to which you have not taken your one-man show during your 68 performing years in the theater. One would expect to find you at home now, surrounded by honors and tributes. But it's pretty difficult to find you at home, Maurice. In fact, it's pretty difficult to catch up with you at all.
We can try.
You're always on your way to your next You're always on your way to your next engagement. That's why tonight, while we've got you here, on the eve of your 80th birthday, we would very much like to show you how the theater feels about you. You're an inspiration to us all, and we love you.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. I feel that I must thank first Mr. Alexander Cohen for having invited me to be part of this wonderful Broadway ceremony. And also I want to thank the American public and the American show people and the American critics for having helped me feel that life and the theater can still be more marvelous at 80 years of age than before. I thank you very, very much. We have been friends now, ladies and gentlemen, for 40 years, almost half a century. And if really I have during that time given you half the happiness that you have given me, I feel that it is right for me to say there's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing. Everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are taking that extra bow. There's no people like show people. They smile when they are low. Even with a turkey that you know will fall. You may be stranded out in the cold, still you wouldn't change it for a sack of gold. Let's go. On with the show. Thanks to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to you.